Yes?
Is Miss Svietlovov there?
Durand. Now she's Durand.
It is you, Mr. Durand. Congratulations again. Could you call your wife for me?
Sure. It's for you.
Who is it?
Renier.
Great. Durand. Sure, I'd better note that. Max, could you please give me something to write with?
I turned it on immediately after arrival. The usual mix of news and old movies. I've even tried some local channels, but I got totally lost. Some brochures of this resort. What to do, where to go. I didn't have time to check that yet.
Max, the pencil, please. I think I saw it next to the painting.
Take the diary. I never leave it behind. I often need to instantly note some idea, something I recall.
Max, the pencil, please. I think I saw it next to the painting.
I'll take the keys, although Laura insists she's a better driver. She likes when she doesn't have to drive. We take with us only what's necessary. A chance of being robbed in Cape Town is quite considerable. A book in Russian. I can manage with that language, but it brings back certain unpleasant memories.
Max, the pencil, please. I think I saw it next to the painting.
You don't get brushes like these everywhere. They're handmade. I'm getting them from this strange guy in Saint-Étienne. They're expensive, but I'm not skimpy on this. I use the pencil to sketch my ideas, my dream visions. Then it's time for colors.
Max, the pencil, please. I think I saw it next to the painting.
I'll take the pencil. I won't use it on this painting anymore. My visions. Nightmares. If I trap them in a painting, they stop haunting me. That painting is basically done. Here, make a note in my diary. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna go wash my face, okay?
Thanks, you're the best. Okay, I've got a pencil and paper. What was the name of the gallery again? And how did it get to us anyway?
There's nothing better than a quick, refreshing shower. To slumber half immersed in hot water, that's really not my cup of tea. A bathroom with a bathtub is one of those things Laura insisted on. For me, it's just a waste of time, but not for her. Lara's hair dryer. I don't think it's necessary to pull my reflection in the mirror. I'm not a Neanderthal. Me in person. What was that? Me in person. I don't think it's necessary to pull my reflection in the mirror. I'm not a Neanderthal. See? I told you they would chase you, even here.
But I can't refuse it. How long has it been since we separated from Interpol? And what have we managed to do since then?
I don't get it. It pisses you off, but still you eventually do it. You and that department of yours. Really great.
But Max, we need some results. We must show that we'll continue to work as well as before.
I don't understand. When you were part of Interpol, Renier was your boss. Now you're more or less independent, and who tells you what to do? Renier.
You know well that as far as the budget is concerned, we are still with them. And guess who makes all the financial decisions there? Listen, I know I told you.
Please, enough. It's not a problem, is it? At least we're gonna see the gallery, and for free.
Max, thanks. Do you have the car keys?
You mean from our supercar? Yeah, I have them somewhere.
Here, have a look at what she wants from me.
Didn't you say something about us finally being far away enough from your work? I've just thought of something.
Yes, Max?
You're still thinking about it, aren't you? We'll simply go to the gallery and have a look there.
I know, and maybe it will be interesting in the end.
Are you kidding? You're in Africa. Everything here is interesting. It's gonna be great. You'll see. Some brochures of this resort. What to do, where to go. We didn't have time to check that yet. A phone. The likes of it can be found in every common hotel. When I recall that vision, maybe I should... No, I won't dramatize it. I slept bad. Nothing more. No need to take pills. The doctor gave these to me in case those nightmares which were haunting me return. I haven't taken any yet. Painting is much better medicine. When we return in the afternoon, the bed will be made with clean sheets. We could use that at home in Lyon, too.
Max, there's another thing.
You don't want to ask me again if I really, really do not mind, do you?
When you came out of the bathroom, you seemed to be somehow pale. Did something happen?
Don't worry, it's okay. Maybe I turned a little pale when I saw myself in the mirror. You know, you wake up and you feel you're 20, but then you look into a mirror.
Do you think I'll live to see you answering me seriously someday?
Let me think. No, I don't think so. And let's go. We have to make a name for that office of yours, remember? We've been trying to get to the swimming pool since we arrived, but we still haven't managed to find the time. We won't win any race with this car, but that's not what matters, is it? The trunk is locked.
By the way, you sold almost all your paintings at the Paris exhibition, didn't you? So why are we driving this? Couldn't you rent something else?
Something else? Like what?
I don't know, something made in the last 100 years?
This, my dear, is a Beetle. When you understand the difference between a common car and a Beetle, a whole new universe will open to you.
Great. I can't wait.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that sarcasm, right? This car is a jewel. The sound of the horn alone. Listen. I usually mark all the places of interest on my map. tools. It's been a long time since I saw such a well-equipped toolbox. I'm starting to doubt if Laura wasn't right about the choice of the car. Those ties serve to pull out the upper deck of the toolbox. I'm really surprised that none of the sockets are missing. There's no wrench that they could be used with, but that would probably be too much to ask. Things that may come in handy when repairing a car. If one is skillful enough, it's possible to repair almost anything in a Beetle. No electronics, no dead wood. Perfect. Well, the richer part of Africa doesn't have such problems with water shortage. Maybe it's meant to represent a family. I think I've read something about this place in the guidebook. It certainly contains several nice things. Nice example of modern art. Regrettably, I know almost nothing about contemporary African art. Something tells me that this doesn't belong to the gallery owner. Someone has hung blue overalls here. I'll take them. Hopefully no one will miss them. The upper part is grilled, the lower one protected by strong shutters. These probably wouldn't get inside through here easily. They probably prefer stealing museum exhibits to wheelbarrows in this part of town, or else it would have disappeared long ago. It seems those construction works will continue for some time. Well, I guess they'd fit me fine, but I feel much more comfortable wearing my current clothes. Ordinary overalls, more or less my size.
Hello, I'm Larissa Durand. You must be...
Pascal Catlego, my dear Madame Durand. And may I sincerely tell you that I am very pleased by your arrival, and that I have big expectations for you.
If I understand it right, some pieces of art were stolen from here and you aren't satisfied with the results of the local police's investigation? That's why you contacted Interpol?
Yes, exactly. Fortunately, I still have some connections. I've already cooperated with your department, but it was a long time ago. Even before you were independent. You probably didn't even work there then.
Can you give me some details? What was stolen? Why do you feel we could find out more than the local police? I have basically no authority here.
Well, if you'll allow me, I'd like to answer the second part of your question first. I don't have a problem with the police as such, but I do have a problem with Captain Namusa, who led the investigation. His approach was, well, too casual. According to today's newspapers, the case was closed. Unbelievable. And as far as authority is concerned, I think the will to find the culprit will suffice. It has been definitely lacking until now.
What was stolen then?
Excuse me, but you are...
Maxime Durand.
So, the husband. I know I'm disturbing your holiday.
He's cooperating with our agency as an external expert from time to time, so he's going to take part in the investigation.
Great. I've managed to persuade Captain Namusa to stop by. He should be here any moment. In the meantime, please read that file containing stolen items. And it would also be worthwhile looking around here for some evidence that the police could have missed. Here's the newspaper. Take a look. Incredible.
In the newspaper, there is an article about closing the investigation of the gallery theft. The thief remains unknown. No wonder that Mr. Catlego has no reason to be happy. I'd say Catlega's more like an artist than a gallery owner. Who knows? Maybe he displays his own stuff, too. Mr. Catlego, we'd like to ask you about something.
If I may be of help to you in any way, just ask.
What is the most valuable thing you have here?
Probably a couple of truly luxurious Shona statuettes. The thief wasn't interested in them, though, thank God. But for me, personally, it would be the 2 stolen statuettes. I even financed their acquisition.
I think you mentioned a file about stolen items?
Oh, it's over there on the front desk. And have you read the newspaper? Did you get it?
We did, you're right. It's really strange how quickly they closed the case.
Strange doesn't even start to describe it, Mr. Durand. This is just scandalous.
Have you had some problems with the police already?
No. They even helped me find a stolen car. An Aston Martin DBS, a real gem. Have you ever driven something like that?
No, unfortunately not. We drive rather a different car, a Beetle.
I see. Well, to each his own. Anyway, it was a wonderful thing, but someone stole it 2 weeks after I bought it. And believe it or not, the police returned it to me in 3 days.
So it really works sometimes.
Yes, sometimes.
I think it's information about those stolen items. Files containing stolen things. It seems they have their stuff well organized.
Max, do you have a moment? I can see that something's wrong. Can you behave like an adult for once and tell me what's going on?
I've seen some strange things. Those statuettes. I think I even dreamed about them once. It's beginning to interest me.
You're having visions again? And you're telling me just so? I thought we had put that behind us.
Don't be silly. Even the doctor told me it may relapse from time to time.
And that's why she gave you those pills that you don't use.
Because I don't need them. But all right, I'll take one if it makes you feel better.
Thanks. I think we left them in that bag in the room. Listen, what if you actually lead the investigation? You'll have something else to think about, and I think you'd enjoy it.
You're joking. I could do that? That would be fantastic.
Why not? But I'm going to watch your every step, Sherlock. Let's go. We'll return to Cadlego. Captain Nomusa?
Yes.
I am...
Don't trouble yourself. I know who you are. But I'd like to know why you are here.
My task is to help with the investigation.
As far as I know, no one here asked for foreign help. And for your information, the case is closed.
I understand that. Can I have the case file?
Here it is. You'll see for yourself that we didn't overlook anything. Usual theft, no witnesses. Such things just happen.
Why did the thief take only 4 items when he was already inside? In my opinion, they were after something particular.
I see. So, we have another expert here. They didn't take anything more because they probably were disturbed by someone. Any other questions?
Only one. If someone disturbed them, why are there no witnesses? Were they interrupted by a guard? He'd probably report it, no?
What is this? An interrogation? If you think you're going to make a name here, okay. I'll enjoy watching the exposure. But don't bother me with meaningless fabrications.
If you have any other questions, reasonable questions, I'll be at the police station. Good day.
You can see on the display case how the displays are divided, according to the cultural areas of the local region. And there are a lot. Young, self-disciplined, and on top of that, quite pretty. But definitely not my type. Do you think you could help me with something?
Sure. What do you need?
Unsecured windows, no camera surveillance, and exhibits of immense value. That's a bit strange.
But I've warned Mr. Catlego before about that. Some evenings, I stay here as the last person, and I'd really be happy to have some link to some central security.
Did you notice anything suspicious here before the theft? Someone who was interested in Windows or security at large.
You know, I have quite a lot of work here during the opening hours, so I don't have much time to look around.
So you wouldn't have noticed even if somebody had come in here several times?
Probably not. I'm sorry.
Have you been working here long?
Only a couple of months. I'm really grateful to Mr. Catlego. Do you know how many people applied for this job?
I'm okay at the moment. Thanks. Mr. Catlego, we'd like to ask you about something.
If I may be of help to you in any way, just ask.
Do you find it normal that such a place doesn't have a system connected to some security agency? You don't have bars or video surveillance.
But this whole district is patrolled. You had to notice that when you came here.
And what if some locals decided to steal? In fact, I find it a bit suspicious that you're basically opening all your exhibits to thieves. Expensive exhibits, minimal security. Let me guess. I bet they were heavily insured.
Are you implying I let myself get robbed to collect money from the insurance? Interesting. Yes, we have insurance, but I can assure you that if I really took the trouble, I would have seen to it that much more expensive items got stolen. Moreover, and I can prove it, we are doing quite well financially.
I thought those statuettes are quite rare.
Those statuettes, Mr. Durand, are priceless, but only for someone who knows their true nature. For a common collector, they're too rough, too primitive. Only several people, including you now, know that they were a part of ancient rituals. That's why it struck me so much that they were stolen.
Thanks. I don't think we need anything else now. Can I have a look at that file?
Sure, here it is. They found only one fingerprint in the area where the thief could have been, and moreover, it's only a partial.
That's a problem?
To be able to compare, you need a certain minimal number of markers, and this one probably doesn't have enough of them.
Markers?
Various irregularities causing fingerprints to differ. But the thief left this print probably somewhere on the edge because a large part of it is missing.
So he didn't wear gloves? But yet he only left one fingerprint. That's weird, isn't it?
Yes, it is. For example, the glass shards from the broken display case reputedly was completely clean.
So what can we hold on to? Shouldn't we have at least that partial fingerprint checked in at the Interpol database?
Well, it won't hurt, but we'll have to get it to Interpol somehow.
That means we have a problem, doesn't it? How are we going to do that?
Keep that file, and tell that receptionist to scan it and send it to headquarters.
Yeah, great. Thanks for trusting me. Do you think I could ask for one more little favor? I need this scanned and sent to the number I'll write for you.
Of course. All our technical equipment is at your service.
Thanks. Good. Now we have to prove to the arrogant policeman that we're able to find out more. One Africa, one nation. It seems that there's stuff coming from the whole continent here. This partial fingerprint was found by the police at the crime scene. It likely belongs to the culprit, but it's probably not enough to identify him. There are some gallery windows in the photos. There's a nice tapestry above the window. This is it. That window. This isn't the correct window. This isn't the correct window. This is it. That window. The thief stole some exhibits from here. It's fixed now, and its content has probably changed. There is some text about the Karakwe tribe in this showcase. That's good. Now I can identify the display case that was robbed, even if it has already been repaired. That's one of the African gods of the sun. A beautiful piece. It states that, as with other practices, African tribal drums do not belong only to the past, neither the rituals they're used for. A shaman beats a drum, dances, and the rain will come. Or at least sometimes will. The window is secured by a sturdy grate. I don't think I'll be able to open it. The window is secured by a sturdy grate. I don't think I'll be able to open it. There's nothing peculiar about that window. They all look the same to me.